ResearcHERS is really unique in that we are really targeting to bring attention to and shine a light on female researchers. And there are so many talented female researchers that are focused in cancer around the country, around the world. And so the goal here is to bring attention to those researchers and find the most talented, the brightest, the ones that have the best ideas, and funnel as much of the funds as possible to bring those ideas to fruition, to save lives and to help patients with cancer.
One of the great things about the ResearcHERS campaign is that it's women helping women. And not just women helping women, but women leaders helping women leaders.
Research is important because that's how we'll find the cure.
Research is so important. Had I had this diagnosis 20, 30 years ago, the prognosis may have been different, the catching it early may have been different, the treatments, and perhaps the outcome would have been very different. And so that's why we've got to continue the research. That's why these dollars are so important.
1 in 3 people will have cancer touch them personally, and it will touch everybody's lives indirectly. And we need to have our best and brightest involved in ensuring that we have the research available to cure this, and to have women at the forefront of that and to be involved in finding those cures. I can't think of a more worthy cause.
So I was really inspired to get involved because my grandmother, who was a non-smoker, died of lung cancer. And she was an amazing woman, tough as nails, and always really encouraged us to give back. So it was a perfect opportunity to honor her by getting involved in the campaign.
Part of it is really showing young girls and young women that being a researcher, whether it's in cancer or in other fields, is an option for them.
My hope for the future of ResearcHERS is that we continue to grow exponentially year over year. But if I'm really dreaming, my hope is that in the future it won't be needed, because we are so strong in female research and so recognized in that space, and that you have young women, young girls who are looking at these female researchers saying, I want to be her one day.
I think it's amazing that we are getting money into the hands of female researchers, and we really want to see more women become leaders in cancer research. It's great to have their unique perspective in the field, and I think for me, empowering other women to lead in a field that's so important is really inspiring.
Well, when I was going through chemo, I would go into the chemotherapy room and I would look around and I would see all different kinds of people, different ages, different ethnicities, background, social, economical, and I realized that cancer doesn't discriminate, and neither can research. If we want to find a cure, we have to have health equity in research, and that's what has attracted me to ResearcHERS.
When you bring people together for any purpose, whether it's for a sporting event or to fight cancer and everything in between, there is something to be said for the power of many. This is important work that needs to continue, because the second we stop fighting is the second that cancer wins.
Research is important because without research you can't find a cure.
My grandmother had cancer, my mother, I had cancer, but I don't want my daughter and my grandchildren to have it. And that's why giving to the American Cancer Society is so important.
The fight against cancer is not over.
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 The fight against cancer is not over.